So it's time to reveal my top 10 favourite books of 2025. We're going to start with an honourable mention because it's a novella, and that is Thornhedge by T. Kingfisher. I really loved this Sleeping Beauty retelling, which looks at what if Sleeping Beauty had been put to sleep for a very good reason. So, in 10th place, we've got And the Mountains Echoed by Khaled Hosseini. This is the same author as who wrote The Kite Runner. This is a later work of his. It is structured quite differently, where we see loads of different perspectives, and it's about these two siblings who are separated when they are young. Will they ever find each other again? In 9th place, we got Carrie Soto Is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is now my second favourite Taylor Jenkins Reid book after The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Even though I'm not a tennis fan, I was super into this book, and I would recommend it to everyone. Number 8 is The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. This is about a woman whose cancer cells were taken from her without her permission and used in scientific experiments. And little did she know that although she would pass away from cancer, her cells would outlive her and still be alive today, being used by scientists across the world. And this author looks at the consequences of that for her family, and for the scientists as well. In spot 7, we got Dumb Witness by Agatha Christie. This is a really good Poirot mystery. It was just fun. It involves the perspective from a dog, which we don't usually get in Poirot mysteries, and I just really enjoyed it. Number 6, Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. This is a well-hyped book that is better if you go in without knowing what it's about. I would second that opinion, and I would say keep an open mind and you will probably enjoy it. Number 5 is The Wedding People by Alison Espach. This has also been very hyped over this past year, and it deserves the hype. It's looking at a different way of saying things to The Midnight Library. If you didn't like The Midnight Library, you might like The Wedding People, because it handles the topic of wanting to take your own life and what happens after that much better, I think. In 4th place, I've got The Wolf Den by Elodie Harper. This is the story of some slave girls who are in the brothel, enslaved as prostitutes in the brothel in Pompeii. So an ancient historical fiction, and it's about what they will do to stay alive and to protect each other. In 3rd place, I've got Educated by Tara Westover, which is a memoir about this woman who, as a young girl, was raised without an education and then decided to go and get one herself, basically, and how she managed to push through and excel in spite of the circumstances in which she was brought up. It will have you absolutely gasping at what her family went through and how close to death she and her siblings came multiple times. In 2nd place, I've got The Anglo-Saxons. In 2nd place, I've got The Anglo-Saxons, A History of the Beginnings of England by Mark Morris. This was really interesting to me because I love the ancient history of Britain. So this book looks at the time between the Romans leaving and the Normans arriving, and that period of time, what was happening in England. And it's really thorough and really engaging. I really enjoyed it. And in 1st place, finally, I have Going Postal by Terry Pratchett. I read this in January last year, and it, straight away I was like, wow, have I read the best book of the year? And I think the answer is yes. It was so funny. I recommend reading the audiobook because I think the humour hits better. And it was just a really good blend of realism and fantasy and humour and the sad facts of life and how the world works, and it was just so well done. I had a great time reading it. I hope you all had an excellent time reading in 2025 as well, and looking forward to a new 2026 full of books.